Okay, let's start. Today we are going to learn about multiplication and division. So we are going to start this chapter today. Now, any of you know what is multiplication or division? Yes, yes, Kianali, do you know that?
I forgot what's multiplication. Yes, I have multiplication. I forgot.
Okay, what about you, Aratrika?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, all right, we'll learn it together. Kianali, darling, two things. Stop moving so much. And second, can you close your window because too much background noise is coming?
It's already closed.
Okay, because it's too much road noise that is coming in.
What?
Let's start multiplication. Do one thing, stay on mute, and when you want to answer, then you can unmute, okay? All right. What is multiplication? Multiplication is basically repeated addition, okay? So, multiplication. Now, you don't have to write anything for now, just pay attention here. Multiplication is repeated addition. When I say repeated addition, means what? You are adding the same number repeatedly. For example, I have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What am I doing? I'm adding the number 2 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is 4 times. Means what? I am doing a multiplication here. 2 times 4. Because I am adding the number 2 how many times? 4 times. Yes? And then what is the answer here? 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Hence, your 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Okay, let's do one more. Let's say I have the number 3 and I'm adding number 3 5 times. Okay, then this will become 3 into 5 because I am adding the number 3 5.
Yeah. 15.
So the answer is going to be 50. Why? Because 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. And 12 plus 3 is 15. Hence, your answer is 50. Understood? This is like the basic thing of multiplication that you need to remember. That it is always repeated addition. That's why whenever you multiply two numbers, your answer or the product that you get is always going to be a bigger number. So, for example, in the word problems, when you have to find out the total, in that case, you will use multiplication. Okay, we'll get to the words or key terms once we get there. But for now, did you understand what the basic of multiplication is? It is repeated addition. Okay, now, what are we doing here? Let's say I had 15 balloons. Okay, I had how many balloons? 15 balloons. And I wanted to distribute them to 5 students. Okay, so let's consider these circles are my 5 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is student 1, student 2.
How many balloons each student get? What am I doing? I'm dividing or distributing the number of balloons, that is 15. That is my total number of balloons that I have, correct? And I want to distribute them into 5 children, 5 students. So I will start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kiranali, darling, I'm muting you. Don't unmute, please.
Three balloons.
And then, yes. So they will get how many balloons each? 3 balloons each, correct? Means what? We did the opposite of multiplication. We multiply them into 5 students to find out how many each child got. Each child got 3 balloons. So here we did a division. In division, what do? We are doing repeated subtraction. Okay, repeated subtraction. Means if I want to represent this, how am I going to start? I'm going to start with 15 minus 3, minus 3, this one, minus 3, this one, minus 3, this one, and minus 3, this one, until I get
0.
0. Correct. Why? That means I have divided it equally among all the children. Yes? So multiplication is repeated addition. You're growing the numbers. You're multiplying them, you're growing the numbers. And division is exactly opposite of that. You're dividing them. Means you're doing repeated subtraction. And you're coming back to 0 once you do equal distribution. Okay? Are we clear what both the terms mean? Yes, can I get a thumbs up from everybody? Okay, Aratrika, what about you? Are you not understanding?
Understanding.
Understanding. Okay. Now, let's look at the different terms for these. 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. Okay. Now, take out your notebook because I want you to write this down. Now, 2 is called as the multiplicand.
And multiplier. And 6 is
Correct.
product. Multiplier, multiplier and product.
Yes,
Multiplier.
No shout.
Product.
If you just say it one time, I still understand. I still can hear you, isn't it? No shouting, please. This one is multiplier. And the answer that you get is called as the product. So write this down. Copy this exactly that I have written here. Multiplicand, multiplier, and product. And this cross here, this is your symbol of multiplication. Okay? Symbol of multiplication. Finish writing. KNL is done. Okay. Shubha and Aradhika, what about you?
I'm almost done.
Okay. See, for multiplication and division, you need to know your times tables. How many of you have started learning them? These are very important.
Am I go to class?
What?
I go to
Yes, sure. What were you saying, darling? I could not hear you.
I go to class.
Go to class for what?
Maths. All subjects.
Okay. So did you start learning your times tables?
Yes.
Good. Till what number have you done?
13.
Till 13. Okay. What about you, Aratrika?
6.
Till 6. Very good. And KNLE, what about you? Your video is off, darling. Okay. Are you done writing multiplication? Now let's look at some examples. Let's say I am doing 3 multiplied by 7. What is the answer?
21.
21. Very good. If I am doing 4 multiplied by 6, what is the answer? Aratrika?
24.
Yes, Aratrika, what is the answer? 4, 6 are?
4.
Sure. Only say it one time, darling. How many times do I have to tell you? The answer is 24. 2 into 8. What is 2 times 8?
16.
16. What is 3 times 9?
27.
Okay. Now, KNLE, you are going to tell me what is 5 times 5? Again, KNLE is gone.
Miss, my video, my tablet is I mistakenly closed my tablet. That's why.
Okay. Tell me what is 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 20. No, sorry, 25.
What is 6 times 8?
6 times 8. 54.
Write this, okay? So just pay attention. No, right.
40.
What?
It's 9.
Correct.
54.
So for you, you must learn the times tables from 1 to 10.
Miss, I not till 11.
More than that, that's fine. But
13.
you need to know is from 1 to 10. Okay? So start learning them and start practicing it every day. You should practice your times tables every single day. Okay? No holiday for that. All right. Now, let's look at some properties of multiplication. Put your pencils down and pay attention here. Properties of multiplication. When I say properties of multiplication, means what? These are 2-3 things that you can keep in mind to multiply easily. Okay. First one, whenever we are multiplying any number by 1, the answer is going to be the same number. Okay. Just see in your tables. 2 ones are 2, 3 ones are 3, 4 ones are 4, 5 ones are 5, 6 ones are 6, 7 ones are 7, 8 ones are 8, 9 ones are 9, Okay. So whenever we are multiplying any number by 1, your answer is going to remain the same number, or your product remains the same number. The second property is when you are multiplying any number by 0.
Answer will be 0.
Is 0.
Will be 0 only.
So any number that you multiply by 0, the product will be 0. Okay?
Yeah.
Is it easy to remember? Now, the way we arrange multiplication problem vertically is like this. So we write tens and ones. Let's say we are doing 2 multiplied by 3. Since it's a 1 digit by 1 digit multiplication, we will write in the ones column 2 multiplied by 3. And what is the answer?
6.
So that also you will write in the ones column since it's a single digit. Let's say I had 2-digit multiplication. So let's say 12 multiplied by 3. Now 12 multiplied by 3. I write 1 in tens, 2
16.
3 in the ones column. Okay. Now how do you do this multiplication?
16.
Stay quiet. I'm explaining. I don't want any disturbance when I'm explaining. Okay. How do you do a 2-digit multiplication? First, you do this multiplication. So you're using your multipliers table to do the multiplication. Okay. So whichever is your multiplier, you're going to use the table of that to multiply. Okay. So now we are going to multiply this part, ones into ones. And always remember that in multiplication, we go again from the right. First, we are going to multiply the ones, then we'll do the tens. And if we had 3 digits, then we will do the hundreds number. Understood? Okay. Now the first part is 3 multiplied by 2. What is 3 multiplied by 2? 6. So I write 6. And the next thing that I'm going to do is this part, 3 ones. What is 3 ones are? 3. So the answer of this multiplication, 12 into 3 is 36. Okay, is that clear? This is a 1-digit by 1-digit multiplication. This is a 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, Kenali?
Yes. I have a table. I have a book of tables, so I can learn it anytime.
Yes, so start learning them, okay? Because in the next session, I would be asking you tables, everyone. Okay? All right. Now, are we clear how we have to do the multiplication? Aratrika, did you understand? Yes? Okay. Now, let's look at division. Okay? Next is division. Division means what? Distributing equally, correct? Remember the balloons example? You're distributing items equally. Okay? Hence, it is also known as repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction. Now, in this case, let's look at the different terms. Let's say I'm doing 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Okay. Now, here, your 15 is called as the dividend. What is it called as? Dividend. Next one, number 3 is your divisor. And your divisor is the number for which you will be saying the timetable. Okay. Understood? For your divisor, you're going to say the times tables. And the answer that you get here, the number 5, is called as the quotient. Okay. This is called as quotient. This is your answer. Okay, are we clear with the terms? Dividend is your total number that needs to be divided among equal groups. For example, I had 15 balloons and I needed to divide them into 3 children. Okay. Now, how many balloons will each children get? Each children will get 5 balloons. Understood? Are we understanding?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So now write this part here. Write the heading division and write this part. And you can also write these terms, distributing equally and repeated subtraction.
Please, can I take a picture?
Why? Start writing. Division is distributing equally, and it is also repeated subtraction. And the different terms are dividend, which is your total, divisor, for which you are going to use the times tables to divide, and the answer that you get is called as the quotient. Finish writing. Yes, children, are you done? Tell me, what are you writing?
Done, ma'am.
Kianali, where are you?
Miss. Done, ma'am. Miss. My miss.
Yes, Kianali.
Oh, I was telling you that I have a tables book. My tables book there is also multiplication.
Yes, that's fine, darling. But have you finished writing this?
Yes.
Yes? It is also
I
done?
can revise multiplication and tables both in this only.
Yes. Okay, Shobh. Aratrika, what about you?
I'm done.
Done? All right. Okay. Now let's look at some different division questions. Let's say I have 16 balls and I need to divide them into 4 boxes. Okay. What would be in each box? I have 16 balls that needs to be divided into 4 boxes. So how many would there be in each box? 16 divided by 4. Now, okay, one thing we missed writing here is this is the symbol of division. Okay, just write this down again. Symbol of division. Symbol of division. Now we, as I told you earlier, we are going to say the table of divisor. So first you have to start understanding and observing which one is the dividend here. Dividend is your total number which is getting divided. So in this example, 16 is your dividend. Correct? Because that needs to be divided in 4 boxes. And your 4 is your divisor. So start saying the table of 4 until you reach 16 and tell me what the answer is.
4 fours are.
4 fours are, right? So 4 into 4 is equal to 60. So the answer here of division is 4. That means in each box, we will be putting 4 balls each. Okay? Let's just check if that is correct. Let's say this is box 1, box 2, box 3, and box 4. Okay? In this box, I have to divide 16 equally. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8. And now again, 8 more, correct? Is that correct? So
Yes.
happened in each box, we got 4 balls in one box. Again, here also 4 balls in one box. Yes. So how many boxes in total? Box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. And in each box, we got
15 divided by 3
Understood? Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Now let's look at the method of long division. Okay. Now, one thing that I told you is one thing, in fact, I did not tell you is the remainder of something. Okay. There is another fourth term called as remainder. For example, now let's understand two things here. We are going to do a long division, means a vertical division with a remainder. Okay. So let's put it like this. How you arrange the division problem. What I want everyone's attention here. No talking right now, because this is a very important thing. Okay. Now, in this, what are we going to take? Let's take the number 34 divided by 3. 34 is divided by 3.
Answer will be 3.
Did I ask you the answer? So pay attention to the method of solving this first. This is your long division. What is it called as?
Long division.
Long division means there are multiple steps to solve this division. Okay, that's why it's called a long division. Now, in division specifically, you are always going from the left number to the right number. Okay, in addition, in subtraction, in multiplication, we go from the right to the left. But only in division problems, we are going from left number first, then the right number, then the right number till the last number. Understood? So in division, we are going from left to right direction. Now, what is the first number here? Number 3. So 3 times what will give me 3?
3 ones are
3 times 1. So I will write that here. 3 times 1 will give me 3. Since division is repeated subtraction, we are going to take help of subtraction here to solve the problem. Now, you're going to focus only on this part right now, because we considered only one digit at a time. Okay, so 3 minus 3 is what?
0.
0. Now, can you get 0 in the table of 3?
Yes.
No, you cannot. 3, it starts with 3 ones are 3, no? So the first number that you get is 3, not 0. That's why we have to take the next number down here. What is the next number?
4.
4. Now, does the number 4 come in the table of 3? No. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. So 4 is somewhere between 3 and 6. So instead of taking 4, we are going to take the lesser number. So we are going to multiply 3 again with 1. So 3 ones are 3. Because 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. Correct? What is happening here? My 4 is somewhere here in the middle between 3 and 6. Correct? And I cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. That's why I have to take the previous one, the smaller number first. Hence, we are doing 4 minus 3 here. And now what is 4 minus 3?
1.
1. So this is your remainder, because 1 will never come in the table of 3. And there are no digits here to solve further, right? So this part becomes your remainder. Understood? Are we clear what a remainder is? Remainder means something that is remaining, which cannot be divided further. Okay. Now let's look at all these different numbers here. See, This number, the one that we are dividing, 34, is your dividend. What is this? Dividend. The number with which you are dividing is your divisor. Correct? This is how we arrange it vertically in a long division format. Then the answer that you get here, this part, is what? It is the quotient. Yes? And the final remainder or anything that remains, it can be 0 if it can be divided equally, or it can have any other number than 0. In that case, it is not able to divide further. That's why that is called as the remainder. Are we clear with what a remainder is? Yes? Okay. Now copy this sum down. We'll do one more sum. First, write the heading as long division and then copy this sum. First, write the sum, the one that I've written in red color. Then circle all the numbers, put the arrows, and write the terms as well. So you remember what those terms are. Okay? And how to arrange them correctly.
Miss done.
Done. Okay.
Miss, is there any voice coming now? Miss?
Finally, did you write terms as well? Remainder, dividend, quotient, divisor.
I was written anime, I forgot to write quotient.
Write everything. What about you, Shobh and Aradhana?
My last is going on.
Okay.
Can you hear any voice now?
Yes, a little bit. It's much less now.
Because miss, everything is off. Done, ma'am.
Okay, Aradhana, what about you?
Then
Done? All right, let's do one quick question and then stop for today. Okay.
miss, can I start?
What do you want to start answering?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Let's do 93 divided by 3.
Not only the multiplication, the multiple questions that we do every day in the end of the class.
No, not that. We are focusing on division right now. So let's focus on division only. Aratrika, you want to tell me how to solve this? See, we are multiplying with this number and we have to take one digit at a time. So the first digit that we are going to focus on is 9. Does 9 come in the table of 3? 3 threes are 9. Yes, is that correct? So when I'm writing in multiplication, it will look like this. But when I'm writing in division, this 3 is this 3 because that is the table that we are telling, right? Then this 3 is written here in the quotient portion. And the answer 9 is the number that needs to be subtracted. Okay? Now 9 minus 9 is
0.
0. So we write 0 in this place. Now we take the next number down. Which is the next number?
3.
3. So let's write 3 here. Okay. Now when does 3 come in the table of 3? 3 times 1 is equal to 3. Yes, so 3 comes by multiplying it with 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And now let's do the subtraction. 3 minus 3 is equal to
0.
0. So now in this, let's write it down. Dividend is what? 93. Divisor is what? 3. Start writing this problem. Your quotient is what? 31. And what's the remainder here, Aratrika?
What?
What is the remainder?
Remainder.
Remainder is the last number that remains here. Remainder is equal to 0. Okay? Understood? Write this question. Done. Shubh is done. Okay. So I'll just stop the recording. We are done here.